This is a demo on how to set up your API credentials so that you can use the Perpetua Digital Launch Assistant. You need to do two things. Set up a new product profile for the assistant so that it's read-only, so that the keys you make can't do anything, and then make a new project in the Developer Console. So let's start with the product profile. So I'm here in my Admin Console, and I'm going to go to Products, Experience Platform Data Collection, New Profile, and I'll just call this Assistant. I'm not going to notify anyone. Hit Save. And then really important here, before you set permissions, you need to add yourself or whoever's going to be making the API credentials in the Developer Console. You need to add them. So I've added myself, and then I'm going to go to Permissions. And this is where you specify like what users of this profile are allowed to do. So in the case of this or any API, you want to give it the least amount of permissions possible in order to do its job. So for what platforms it's allowed to read or access, we're going to say both types. Properties, you can auto include or specify only certain properties that you want. I'm just going to leave auto include on. And then property rights. So the Perpetua Digital Launch Assistant doesn't modify or do anything like that or edit information. It's read only, so it doesn't need to approve or develop or edit properties or anything like that. All it needs to do is be able to read things. So I'm going to leave all of these unchecked. And company rights also, you can leave that all unchecked. So this is actually good how it is now. I just wanted to show you what these things are, or what's available for you in property profiles. So with that product profile set up, I can now go to the Developer Console and create a new project that will make keys that use this profile. So I'm going to go to the Developer Console here, create new project. Let's call this Assistant Demo. Save that. And in order to make API keys for launch, you're going to go to Add API, Experience Platform Launch API. Just leave this as is. And it's going to ask me what product profile do I want to use. So I'm going to select Assistant here. So that's the same, product profile that I just made over here. I'm going to hit Save. And it's going to be configured successfully. So now I can click on Connected Credentials, and I'm going to go back over to the Assistant, and I have this message here that says, I need to put my settings in. So I can go down here and grab my org ID, my client ID, and my client secret. Hit Update Settings. I'll get this little success message. This video will be right here. And now I can go back to the home page, and I should see the tool pull in some information about me. So I can now search and use the tool. And because everything is stored locally, my API keys are just stored in session storage. So they're not saved in a database or anything like that. I didn't have to log in or anything to use this tool. It sort of works the same way that Adobe's interactive API documentation works. So just to prove that, as soon as I close out of this private window, go back again, I need to reset my API keys. So if I'm just in a regular browser window, they'll stay as long as my session is open. But you can see here that this tool is now stateless.